Hello, everybody. So, I'm going to do my Greek little bit of a talk. It's basically saying all the Greek gods, what they do, and their minor gods, and what they provide. So, we're going to start with the fact that Zeus and Poseidon are supposedly top tier, and Hades is the lower one. I actually think Hades is the best out of these two. I think it's Hades and Zeus are kind of on the same level, and then Poseidon's less so. But let's start with Zeus and what he gives. So he starts with the Bolt God power. It kills not any unit. It kills a single unit. There are people that are immune to Bolt, but yeah. It won't kill Titans, it won't kill certain myth units, and it won't kill certain heroes either. So just as a warning. Everyone gives you access to Pegasus, and he also gives you access to Olympic patronage, which the blood of Zeus causes heroes to have more hit points. It's not that useful. It's more useful in the campaign than it is in gameplay, but it's fine. So he gives you access to Athena. Athena gives you the Minotaur, so it's the aggression, and she also improves your hoplites, which is really useful when we talk about Zeus's bonuses, because Zeus focuses infantry and heroes. He starts with 25 favor, or 20 favor, and you gather favor faster under Zeus. You have a maximum of 200 favor. Hoplites do move faster, and infantry do more damage to buildings. So with Athena giving you the ability to improve your hoplites again, it's kind of advised to go with her. Hermes gives you an archery unit, and he also gives you the ability to improve your cavalry. Apollo gives you the access to improve your archers and heal up, and gives you another archery unit, whereas Dionysus gives you a physical unit and a naval physical unit, both being incredibly useful. Then you've got Hephaestus, which gives you access to a few other things, mainly improves for the Colossus. And you've got Hera, who gives you access to the Medusa, and she improves your hit points of your buildings, improves your Medusa, and she also improves your myth units in general. So then we've got Hades. Hades improves your archers and buildings. Specifically, human soldiers may return as shades to fight again. Buildings have more hit points. Building and archers have greater attack. So he's much more defensive with the buildings, have much more attack. Or you can have an aggressive fortress to do some damage. So you get Ares and Athena, so it gives you two very strong. Oh, sorry, I should say. He gives you access to Sentinel, which gives you 4 archers around any town center you choose. He also gives you access to Vault of Erebus, which is food and favor, and it gives you a slow stream of gold. So it gives you 2 melee options, one to improve the attack of your infantry, your counter infantry, and your archers, or you've got something to improve your hoplites. You've got a very aggressive myth unit, which is costly, or you've got a cheaper myth unit, which is more versatile. So there's 2 options there. You then have access to Apollo, who will improve the archers that are already stronger by Hades, and also gives you Aphrodite, who can improve your economy. Hephaestus, again, gives you cheaper armory improvements, and then Artemis, who gives you Chimera, which is one of the strongest myth units in the game, and also gives you access to stronger archers and ships. You've then got Poseidon. Poseidon's quite interesting. Raised buildings produce militia and raised, respawning hippocampus or docks to help scout the sea, market trade is cheaper, cavalry and stables are cheaper. So he gives you law, which is one of the strongest god powers in the beginning. It attracts wildlife to a certain spot, meaning that your hunters and gatherers don't have to go anywhere. Have to go as far, I should say. Gives you Hippocampus. It has no attack. It's quite easy. And then you've got Pegasus, which everyone has. He also gives you Lord of Horses. So Poseidon improves the lifespan of your cavalry and scouts. It does mean that you can scout a bit better, but you have to wait for a stable to get it, so it's not really that useful. you can either have Hermes, which gives you cavalry improvements. You can go with Ares, which gives everything but cavalry and improvement, pretty much. Again, Aphrodite, she gives you access to stronger economy, whereas Dionysus improves your horses as well. So essentially, if you want stronger horses, you go with Hermes, Dionysus, and Hephaestus, but you can go with Artemis as well. Artemis does improve your archers, she also improves your ships, which you also get a bonus from Dionysus. I don't think you get one with Hermes. I'll have a look. No, don't go one with Hermes, but you get one with Dionysus, so your ships can be quite strong with that, or Hephaestus for things. Generally, Zeus is considered to be the strongest, but each one represents a different type of Greek soldier. So you can go with Zeus, and that's going to be hoplite based, or infantry based in general. Hades is going to be archers, and Poseidon is also going to be cavalry. Zeus also gives you access to Meridian. Meridians are really strong against, Egyptian, Norse, Chinese, and Atlantean human soldiers. You do have access, and this is a Mythic Age unit, so it's really good against other things. It does give you access to Beast Slayer, which does make your unique unit for the god stronger against myth units. But Meridian is really strong because it will help face anything other than Greek units. Poseidon gives you access to the Hitori. I don't know. We're going to say Hitori. It's wrong, but hey. They are good against buildings, and they benefit from cavalry. They upgrades. They are not strong against units. They're mainly for raiding. In the late game, they will be for destroying buildings. They will be your siege. Whereas Hades gives you access to the Gastrophetus, which is a belly bone. It's useful against infantry and buildings. They benefit from archer upgrades. They are very, very strong. They are relatively fast firing, not immensely, but relatively, and they're just a good time. These can be in place of siege for you. They are a little bit more expensive. They're about double the cost of archers. I think they're actually double the cost, exactly. Yeah, exactly double the cost. But they are quite strong. They are quite useful because they do a lot of damage when other things are too much. I can't think of what other things they are. When siege is too much, you can't get these, and they are a lot cheaper than siege. So you've got Metropoli, which is 150 wood, whereas these are 110, and 200 gold, whereas these are 70 gold. And they are significantly cheaper than Heliopoli as well, especially if you're quite short on wood. A few of these mixed in with your archers can do a lot, and they also can do a lot against your buildings, especially when you get Burning Pitch, because Burning Pitch will again help these guys do a lot more damage. It doesn't say that, but they are classed as an archer, and this affects archers. So it doesn't actually specifically say these, but they will be classed. So these will do, that's what the things are. Hero-wise, I'm going to save Hades for last, because he has, in my opinion, the strongest. Poseidon has the weakest. He has Theseus. The first unit tends to be awful, but Theseus is genuinely the worst, in my opinion. That and Jason, they're not particularly strong. Hippolyta, she's good. She's a ranged unit, she's good. Atlanta is one of the strongest. She is incredibly fast and has a lot of HP. She has 350 HP, but she's really strong. And Prometheus? Polyphemus? Yeah. He's a Cyclops unit, so that's beneficial. Zeus gives you access to Jason, very, very weak. Odysseus the fact that he doesn't have a power-up in the campaign mission and make him heal double as fast shows that Odysseus isn't particularly strong. Hercules is pretty good, and Beliphion has a jumping attack, and so he's pretty good. Hades has access to Ajax, doesn't regenerate but still bashes away units with his shield. Chiron, really, really good unit, good thing, good range unit. Achilles is good, it's a cavalry hero, so it's nice and fast. And Perseus has a Medusa head, so he does actually turn people to stone as well. They're quite strong. They do have access to Hippocrates, who is a healer. This has actually changed because they used to have as many healers as you wanted to. Originally, Greek didn't have a hero. It didn't have a healer, and then they changed it so they could get as many as you wanted, and now they've changed it so it's only one. A lot more balanced. But yeah, these are the Greeks, the Greek gods. I will upload playthroughs of them soon. But each one represents a different type of human unit, and a massively different type of gameplay. But Greek are really fun to play as. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed. If you did, mine has been that one dude. You've been watching me talk about Age of Empires, I should say. If you enjoyed, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.